just like that, we are back. My name is True. Welcome to Green Room Radio. I am here with Little Rach. We got Spanky Hayes.
Biatch.
We got a very special guest in the building. He goes by the name of Fox Peña.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, brother?
What's up with it?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome
Thank you.
Welcome to the show. We just found out we was family. That's
right.
fast, right in the intermission.
Damn.
That's
You
crazy.
guys are related?
Well, I mean, basically, street family is way stronger than real family.
Got it. Hey,
You find out you're
Word.
related quick, though. It's like first
Exactly.
you do the neighborhoods, right?
Right.
And then who you know, and then you connect the dots. And
Be like, oh,
okay.
shit.
Yeah.
we're going to go, first of all, just shout out to our sponsor, Cocaine Energy Drink.
Cocaine!
There it is. That shit is bomb. If you haven't tried it, it's
I'm
not just a
drinking it
funny
right now.
name.
Don't snort it.
Yep, don't
Just
snort
don't
it.
There's
snort it.
actually no cocaine.
And then
in this
shout
stuff.
out to
Don't snort it.
Fuego.
That shit is fire.
Fire.
So
Okay.
good.
And so I'm gonna go into some just quick topics real quick. Hugh, if you can put that cop story up that I found today. This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. It says Minneapolis cop outed as OnlyFans model during traffic stop.
Wow.
What y'all think about that?
Wait, what?
I think these hoes got to get paid no
Recognize
matter
the
what.
cop who.
I
pulled
mean,
him
the whole
over?
thing is she's probably gonna get fired,
Oh.
but why? I mean, you gotta.
It's just a headline. Okay, so like nothing happened to her.
No.
Well, no, they're gonna fire her now. I guarantee
but
if you read that link in the bio.
Yeah, I read it. It's basically like, she pulled somebody over and they recognized her.
They was like,
kinda
bitch,
thing.
I jacked off to you yesterday.
Basically. But here's the thing.
Let me go.
Listen, police kill people.
They do.
What the fuck you worry about somebody taking their clothes off at home?
Right.
No,
Worry about the murder.
Especially where we're at nowadays. It's like,
Yeah.
does that even matter? I mean, like,
Exactly.
That's
just
all
let
they-
them get their bread. Like, I don't know. Life's
Can
tough.
you go to that Nipsey story real quick? I thought this was kind of interesting. It says
Whoa.
Puma still deposits money into a trust fund for Nipsey Hussle's kids every year.
Oh wow.
I think that's honorable.
that is.
That's
And
what
that
I-
is
Shout out to
as
Puma.
long as they didn't had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh,
Nah,
that'd be
I-
fucking
Nah,
I ain't gonna go there, but no. Shout
Yeah,
out.
right.
Honestly,
Wow.
when somebody's a brand ambassador, you couldn't have found a better brand ambassador for Puma than Nipsey. I
No.
mean, he just-
Yeah.
he looks like the.
Well, listen, Jay-Z the one brokered that deal, right? At Puma?
Exactly.
What's up?
Jay-Z did.
Jay-Z brokered that deal at Puma, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he
yeah.
did.
He was also supposed to broker a deal with him on that.
Huh?
What was it?
Police?
With the police on what's
That's what
that?
I'm saying.
April
Yeah.
Fool's Day.
Yeah.
They're supposed to have a
See,
meeting.
Honorable shit, you got to see who's making the deposits. Because
Yeah.
it's real ill to be honorable,
Yeah.
but you had your hand, it's hidden hand money.
To me, I always say follow the white man.
Yeah.
All right, and then can you go to the F1? I didn't follow them.
The white man
That's
is
why we're here
always
with
the one
True.
with the money.
F1 offering Vegas Grand Prix single day ticket sales for Nevada residents.
Hey.
What are they? They will start at 200.
Oh wow.
That's not bad. What do they go from 2 to like 50,000?
Yeah. It's
Hey, you want to
insane
know?
numbers?
This is what I
I
always
might
say.
be working Formula One this year.
Well,
There
hopefully,
you go.
listen.
You look
Um,
like one.
Hey, so you see how that is right there, right? This is definitely some white people shit. Like
Definitely.
one of those cars
What?
flips over that wall, then people are all fucking dead. Every one of them.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Ugh.
I'm sure they got it because they've done these races so many times.
Right.
But it could happen.
I mean, people still die.
Yeah.
This
I've
is
been to
real
the
life
Grand
shit.
Prix a whole bunch of times. This doesn't impress me. Detroit Grand Prix.
Well, but you know
stand
how-
No,
up.
we literally designed a whole like road for.
I mean,
this.
it's fucking,
Like, this
it's
is,
fucking up our
It's
traffic right
getting
now.
insane, actually.
But can you imagine though being a driver and getting to floor it like that down through Vegas? That's just
oh,
That's hard.
that's like a video game.
fuck, right?
You didn't see the guy that died. What's the guy that died? But he died on like a freak.
Was that
accident.
Earnhardt?
Yeah, I think
Dale
so.
Earnhardt.
He did one with an electric car all around Vegas. That shit is fucking nuts.
Who was that here?
Guy from DC.
Look it up. Look it
DC
up.
shoes.
DC shoes.
Yeah, Google
And then-
that shit
and then
real
we
quick.
Have we have one last one before we get into shit. Can you pull up the Keefe D one?
Oh, this guy.
Ken Block.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Ken Block. Right.
Then we got Keefe D. I just heard this motherfucker is living in Green Valley, right over by me.
Woo.
Well, they just
close.
arrested him. He's in jail now.
Yeah, shout out to Vlad for getting him arrested.
Yeah,
Even-
Vlad, you're a dick bag.
Even though Vlad's like, I didn't cooperate with the police. Hey, who said you did?
He's Jewish. He is the police.
See,
I'm
my
sorry.
thing is, like,
sorry.
why did it take him this many years?
Because
27 years later.
But there has to be an agenda
Yeah.
upon
It's
why
political.
now.
let me
why
tell
now?
you why. Let me
Exactly.
tell you why it
What's
took
the
so long.
conspiracy? I need this.
Let me tell you why it took so long.
Is it allegedly or is
Because
is this the truth?
Puffy,
Did he get a boob job too?
he looked like he did. He looked like he did.
Stop.
No, I ain't even gonna say
Because
that.
Puffy
I'm
got
gonna have
something to do
Crips
with
after
this.
my ass on that shit.
Look, I know all.
What
the-
you think Puffy got him?
Puffy paid him $1 million to kill Tupac and Suge. He didn't kill both of them, so he only owed him half. He went to jail for a year. Puffy gave the money to a guy named Zip. When Zip
heard
got out
that.
of jail, when he got out of jail, Zip avoided him, so he never got paid. So he went back to the club when Biggie was there and said, "Motherfucker, you didn't pay me." So he was like, "Oh man, come on, man, I'll talk to you about that later." He was like, "Nigga, you in L.A., nigga." All right, and that's what happened. He killed both of them, Biggie and Tupac. He did.
You're positive of that. What do you
I
think
never
about that,
heard- I
Fox?
never heard about the Biggie shit, him
He did.
killing Biggie, but this is what I want to say.
He was at the party.
This is what we're gonna find out about Puff. We're gonna see how well Puff is connected. We're gonna see because
Okay.
you can't take half of his confession. His
No,
confession
yeah.
said, "I was in the car, I passed him the banger, but Puff paid me."
Right.
So how you only gonna take the part where he said, "I was in the car"? You got to take the whole motherfucking thing.
You got to.
I
So-
didn't even think about that.
You know what I'm saying? Well,
You're
that's what I do.
And
That's what I do.
here go
I
one
want
more
shit to
thing.
light.
Here's one more thing you forgot. And then they're gonna make Suge testify. What do you think Suge gonna say?
No, they already said they weren't gonna. They said they couldn't believe Suge no matter what he says.
Yeah,
but
because
they
he's
still-
a flip flopper.
Yeah,
you know,
but
with his
somebody's
stories.
gonna bring him. They're gonna get enough on him, and they're gonna bring Suge
Listen,
in.
Suge is entertainment.
So
and
did
no
he?
disrespect for him.
Did
You know
he?
what I'm saying?
Did he? So did he say that? Did he say that? Did he gave him the
Oh,
money?
that's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then he gave him $500,000, and he said, "Did he call him and say, 'Hey, yo, was that us?'" And he said,
No,
"Yeah."
he paid him $1 million.
No.
He tried to pay him $1 million
Right.
for both of them.
Right,
He
but
said
when-
only did half the job.
Right, but when Tupac got
Right.
hit, he claims in the interview
Right.
that Puff called him and said, "Hey, yo, was that us?" Like in
Yeah.
other words, and
He
he
said,
said,
"Yeah, that's
"Yeah."
us."
Do you really think though with the Orlando? What was it, Orlando?
They only
Anderson?
blamed him because
Do you
he
really,
died first.
Do you really think, being that Orlando Anderson died, he could have still been the potential shooter?
He was the shooter because he was the uncle. He was looking at his nephew
Yeah,
like, "You
but-
little
But
punk
again,
ass
listen,
nigga. This how you do it."
From a law perspective, it really doesn't matter.
It really
If
doesn't
you say
matter.
I
yeah.
passed the hammer and you in the car, it's the same thing as
He still
No,
did it.
even
Yeah.
clapping. So-
even
Yeah.
even the
So-
guy that they said wouldn't do it, that was on that side that they
Right.
claim,
Yeah.
he still gets murdered.
Right. So
But
you
he's
know,
dead. All of them dead. And that's
So-
another reason. He's the only one still living.
Well, listen,
so he got
the
it.
fact that everybody's dead again lends to government involvement.
Right.
I
'Cause
think
that's
so.
how they clean house.
You know
I think
what's so
so.
weird?
Everybody gets clapped.
I
So
think so.
apparently that picture of like Tupac and Suge in the car, there was actually no keys in the ignition at that
Right.
time. And I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? And obviously there was no push
I
to
heard-
start back then days.
Yeah, well, right here
so-
at the celebrity
this was
celebrity
definitely
rent a car,
staged or
they had
something
they had the
weird,
car from the
allegedly.
shooting. Well,
Somebody just bought it.
Yeah,
on
well-
eBay, like 700,000, something like that.
something
200.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, they bought the car.
But what was what was
got it.
nuts about that? I don't know if you guys noticed, but everything out here is on camera. But one thing I noticed right off of the rip, there was a girl, the first girl on the scene. She was standing there. Her thing said Channel Zero News. What the fuck is Channel Zero News?
Why are they already there?
So then everybody starts investigating on Twitter. So we're watching this. So somebody calls out this girl like, "Yo, we found her."
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck is Channel Zero News? So everybody on Twitter's questioning her. Now she's the one that said, she didn't act like she said, "Oh, some rapper." She acted like she didn't know any of them. She said that she saw him put him in a helicopter and off they
Yeah,
went.
that's some
And
bullshit.
but people were attacking her, and so she came back out on Twitter and she said, "Listen, I was really young at the time. I don't really know what I saw." And again, people kept hammering her. And then this was the one that just had me like roll over in my fucking grave. It came out that the girl, Channel Zero News, she was in one of fucking Tupac's music videos. So she knew she fucking knew him.
Of course.
She knew the whole fucking thing, and they unraveled this on Twitter. Like I was watching it on my girl's Twitter. I was like,
Wow.
damn.
That's crazy. And they only say the police was involved because Suge had police as bodyguards. So they made sure that they went out and made sure it happened. So that's where the police come in. The police didn't kill him. He killed them.
It is
Yeah.
crazy what money and power,
Yeah.
fame, all
Well,
that can do.
I mean,
And
just
they-
with him and Big, the chances of pulling that off and getting away is
what,
just
killing two of the fucking most influential rappers of all time?
That's
Like,
it is.
what?
Listen, look at Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. You got
Right.
Pac, you got Big. Same shit.
Yeah.
These were civil rights guys. These were rappers. They can move the youth.
Right.
That's so
Shit,
true.
So they had to go.
They have
That's
to
how it
go.
go.
They made two people West Coast and East
crazy.
Coast hate each other
For real.
Right.
Over nothing.
over nothing.
Nothing.
Over literally nothing.
Nothing, bro.
so. Do you think this is a case that is going to go on forever?
No, they just solved it.
No, I'm
Is
saying
it sol-
He just
got-
solved it.
Yeah.
He didn't put another body
No,
on it.
I'm
he
saying,
did. Yeah,
hey,
he did.
I saw him in court just the other day, and he asked for a 2-month extension for some attorney that he's got, and they granted it for him. So what I'm saying, are we gonna be 4 years from now? He's still gonna be fucking
No.
fighting this case?
I need another extension.
Nah, not 4
Another
years.
one.
No,
Even the Nipsey shit that dragged out.
I mean,
with
but
dude,
did you-
with dude being on fucking camera?
Did you see that even the Alabama player Henry Ruggs III? That shit took like 3 years.
Yeah.
You know, and they gave him 3 to 10, and I'm telling you right now, the way Vegas works, Ruggs will be out in a year. They'll say good behavior or something.
Right.
that's good.
He'll be out and popping.
Yeah.
So so where are you from, Fox?
New York City, man.
New York City.
Washington
New York
Heights.
City.
Washington.
When did you get out? When did you get out of there?
2002. I moved to Vegas.
Yeah, you know what I say.
damn.
So I was just telling Spanky this other day. Like, I haven't been to New York a lot. I mean, I would go there for shows, but we didn't really get to go around. But I was out there for Nate Diaz fought Masvidal, so I got to go to Madison Square Garden. But I was talking about when you walk down these streets and you see these streets, they look like like props for movies.
Yeah.
I'm like the houses, they look like the Muppets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
do.
just it's so fucking crazy, man. Like
everything's all
on top of
stacked
each
up.
other.
yeah, and like even like the trash
The
can will have,
alleyways are like
these
this.
sprayed,
Yep.
and it's like you feel like this is a movie set.
Yeah.
And
At
you
night, it definitely feel like that.
And then all the trash. Do you get? Isn't it?
And the
you guys
rats.
do trash like every day.
Rats are bigger than those bottles.
Here's the thing: New York City right now is out of control. But no, they don't do trash every day.
Okay,
But it's
okay, I
out of
thought-
control, man.
Yeah,
The
it
whole
is.
city smell like weed. The mayor's a pig.
I mean, that's not a bad thing
Trash.
for the whole city smell like weed. I'm like, okay.
Nah, I mean, it's cool if you grew up on the West Coast. You grew up on the East Coast, it's not cool. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to go
Oh.
eat at a 5-star joint and you just
Yeah.
smell trash fucking regs. That's a turnoff.
Yeah.
it is.
Turn off.
I
It is.
feel you on that
It
one.
is.
Yeah.
So what made? So you left there and you went to Chicago?
Nah, I left New York, came to Vegas.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was chasing the real estate shit, and I caught it. I came up in
You
real
came and
estate.
cut. Well, what year
wow,
did you get out
nice.
here?
2002.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so-
thank you for being one of the people. I bought fucking 5 houses in 05 and filed bankruptcy in 07. All
Yeah,
them
listen,
shits.
I got caught slipping too in 08.
Man.
But listen, we was getting it in Vegas, and then we transitioned to Lake Havasu, and then we had some joints in Gilbert, Arizona. Because as the prices got higher here, the numbers didn't make sense, right?
Yeah.
But that didn't stop novice and beginner investors. They was just dumping.
You know what?
dumping.
Everybody on my record label, everybody. So what was happening was people's houses doubled. But I'm like, but even if you sell your house, and you go move to Arizona or North Carolina, oh, then you won.
Right.
But you can't sell your house and get another house because now they went up.
Yeah, so you
Exactly.
downgraded.
Everybody advised me to go ahead and get these houses as investments, and my dad was the only one. He told me, he goes, "Yo, what goes up must come down." And he's like, "This square footage shit." I bought 4 D.R. Horton houses, 2,800 square feet, $500,000, and I did it through Countrywide. 25 grand down, put 25 on the backyard, and it was all stated income.
Yep.
And I think isn't that what fucks shit up a lot for
Yeah,
people?
I'm gonna break it down because I actually owned a mortgage company during this time, so I saw it
Oh
coming.
man.
So, mortgages started about 1930. Don't quote me on that. So prior to that, you had to get private money.
When did mortgages start, Hugh? Just look that up. Go ahead.
So prior to that,
It
you
doesn't
had to
even
get,
matter at that point.
You had to get private money, family save up money, whatever, right? So they come up with a business model. It's 20% down, 80% finance, and you got to be 2 years at your job. Shit's working for 80 years. Motherfuckers in California come up with creative finance and say, look, let's start loaning money to crackheads. 580 score, stated. We don't even call. I used to lend money to motherfuckers with a beeper number as a contact.
Wow.
But I knew it was wrong. I knew it was fucked up, but the subprime market was giving the money, right? So then when we get a little older and we realize the reason that they came up with this subprime motherfucking program is so that Wall Street could bet against it. And that's the movie The Big Short. They gave money to people they knew couldn't pay, and then they bet that they wouldn't pay.
Right.
And when they got in front of Congress,
Yeah, you're right. 1930s.
so when they got in front of Congress, you know, a congressman makes what if he's not crooked? 200 a year, 300 a year. These motherfuckers making 19 billion a year.
Jeez.
They're like,
Hey, I met-
they like this, like fam. Are we done or we finished? They like little baby. They like a baby for cash money.
I was
We
gonna
done
say
or we
that.
finished?
Finish you or you done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. Shout out to Kwame Kilpatrick. He's
Yes.
probably one of them guys.
Yeah.
Listen, I was a live ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
He was alive. They're like, yeah, this dead hooker. Clean that up. And
Hey, you know what they said?
clean
power
it up.
wash the house.
Pop
Right.
Pop Snoop said that Kwame is he became a pastor.
Hey,
Yeah, he
listen,
did.
Everybody
I
do it.
follow
Now,
him on
hey,
Instagram.
now he's gonna be taking that money out that fucking
Yeah,
hat. Like, oh,
you
just
know.
please,
Listen,
please donate.
Now
to
he's
me.
doing it tax free.
Right.
Yeah.
But the thing about him, man, he had it made. Like
He did.
he got popped. He got out. He living in Texas, and then he lying to the judge. You can't do that.
No, I don't.
He telling the judge he broke. He was living crazy down there. Crib
Yeah, he was.
and they violated him and put him back. So is he out now?
Yeah,
He
he's
out
out
now. He a
Trump-
preacher.
Trump
He's a
pardoned him.
preacher now.
That's correct. Trump party. You right.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out
Shout out
to Trump.
to Donald Trump.
Listen,
Yeah.
Trump do
I
a
love
lot
him.
of
Hey.
do
I
a
love
lot of
him.
hood shit and don't ask for
Hey,
credit.
listen,
Right. I
if
love
Trump,
him, man.
if Trump would have
Trump
pardoned,
2024.
if
Right.
Trump would have pardoned El Chapo, he'd have been the man for life.
For life.
He parted Lil Wayne. He parted Kodak Black for no reason. He didn't
Right.
even have a real big.
No.
Right.
That motherfucker had
ASAP
3
Rocky.
weeks.
ASAP Rocky.
Facts.
Yeah,
ASAP
got
Rocky.
A$AP
Harlem.
Rocky out.
Shout out
Damn.
Trump.
Harlem.
Harlem.
Hey, you know
Shout
who
out
you know
Trump.
who he didn't get though was Joe Exotic. Joe Exotic had a limo, a hairdresser,
He was
everything.
ready. Joe Exotic said, "I'm out of here." He
Yeah.
told he gave away his fucking underwears in the joint. He was. They said, "Yeah, nah." Trump said, "Nah, get back in yourself."
Yeah, I think
Damn.
I think the reason he didn't pardon him is because it was that's basically what was considered a violent crime if he
Yeah,
was
if
paying
it was
someone to
true.
kill.
Yeah.
If it would have went through and they would have killed her.
Hmm.
But shout out to Carol Baskin, they found her husband too.
Yep.
He's alive and well.
They let her off the hook.
Oh,
all them
shit.
motherfucking rumors gone.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's like, he said, "I just want to get away from that bitch.
Yeah,
I'm alive."
You feel me?
Yeah.
Hey,
Fuck a lion.
yeah. Shout out to him,
Yeah.
for real.
man. So let's talk about this. You come out with one of your fucking questions. You got the fucking book.
You know, okay, so
Bust one out on
you
'em,
do
Rach.
Right.
repairs.
Correct.
How long you been in the game for?
Since 06. Meaning.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you the story quick.
Because hey, when people say credit repair,
Well, we say
automatically,
credit restoration.
automatically, I think, all right, these motherfuckers are gonna
Scam.
rob me.
For-
Scam,
yeah,
scam.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that's why we say credit restoration.
Credit
Credit
restoration.
And it's no, you can say what you like though. It's a highly regulated industry, but I'm going to tell you. All right, so boom. In my heart, I'm a good guy. In my heart.
Okay.
Right? So when I got the mortgage company and I'm giving mortgages to like bums, you feel me? Who, like I said, they got no credit score. They got
Thank you.
a motherfucking beeper number as a contact.
Can you do that again?
I can, but check it.
Okay,
Listen.
okay.
But then you got hardworking Latino families, right? Who are being disqualified for like one discrepancy.
Right.
Like they might have a collection that just knocks you out of this particular program. So there were some attorneys out here I hooked up with that were cool, and they taught me about consumer law, but I didn't really know what I had in my hand at the time. But basically, I started credit repair just to knock off that one derogatory
I
so
feel
that
it.
they could qualify.
Oh,
And I
okay.
would do it for free because we were making so much money on the back end of these fucking mortgages. I'm like, I'm not going to charge somebody $500. I'm going to make $7,000 on the back end. You feel me?
Right.
So that's where it started. But then when I got on social media and I started getting the presence, I was offering services like business financing, and then the idea was birthed again.
Okay.
Because some people have one thing on their credit that would disqualify them. So business financing and personal credit went hand in hand, and then it just took off from there.
Okay. That's great.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing because like what I was telling you, in my
Yeah.
situation, since filing bankruptcy in 07, I've had, like I said, over 14, 15 cars bought, paid, houses. I mean, you name it, everything. And, I'm sitting on, just from going into the houses and doing like all the blinds and the appliances, I'm sitting on 40 grand in credit card debt, and it's all at about 28%. And I'm like, so every time it comes, I'll pay 500. I notice about 220 of it goes right to the thing.
Interest, yep.
And I'm like, I try to get a loan to consolidate, and they won't give me one. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you see where I live and what I drive? Like, how the fuck can I not get a loan? And I'm like, what do you have? You have to have perfect credit. If you had perfect credit, you wouldn't be asking for a fucking loan.
Basically.
You know, so they're basically saying what lowered my credit is your credit to debt ratio.
Right.
I got too much out there.
Too much debt,
Yeah,
so it's lowering your credit. Right.
It's lowering my
But-
credit.
Yes.
But check it out.
Too much utilization.
See, there's two conversations here.
Okay.
And then the bigger conversation is that the whole thing of credit is a sham because
I
we're
believe that.
supposed to be operating in the private credit space. See, when you're born in this country and you sign your birth certificate, you finished because now you're in the commercial space. And
Right.
it's called the all caps trust. So if you look at your driver's license, look at your credit card, your name is in all caps.
Right.
There's
Right.
a reason for that, right? But that's the deeper conversation.
Okay.
So back over here, you said something important. Utilization versus debt to income. That's usually intertwined, but it's two different things. So debt to income, and this is what your problem is, right? Because I know what's being reported is not always what's real,
Right.
but it'll
Right.
fuck you up. So if you got
Right.
a Lamborghini Urus, right?
Right.
You got two of them. You think you're doing big things on Toro and shit, and they're $5,000 each, and you're reporting your income is $120,000 a year. That's it. You maxed out. How he gonna pay for these two cars, $10,000, if he only makes $10,000? So you locked. Nobody's gonna give you any money, and that's called debt to income. How much income versus what you owe?
Bringing in, yeah.
Right?
Oh man.
So what I see,
That's
and then
where
we're
I'm
gonna-
at
and
right
then we're- No, you're at utilization. Your problem's utilization. So check it out. So in the mortgage industry, a lot of people get disqualified for two things. And when I say a lot of people, I'm talking about solid people. The bums are the bums. You know, we
Right.
got to clean them up and get them right. They get disqualified for fucking child support or school loans.
Jesus.
Because
you
if you're-
just saved my life.
Yeah, if your school loan is like $1,000, $1,300, that's like a mortgage. So they're like, "Hey, you can't afford two houses." And then child support, same thing. If your child support, first of all, I always keep it real. Hood motherfuckers, your child support is $500 to $800. You in the arrears like 2 years. That's a fact.
Spanky, is that? Spanky's been married here for a while, which I find really weird. But is that why you stay
Why
with
is
her?
that weird?
No, I was just
So
gonna
you
say,
find
so
that
you don't have to
weird.
pay child support, so you just stick it out.
No, I love her.
Okay,
He love it.
Good- good for you.
Spanky
Yeah,
takes
no,
care of
Yeah,
his woman.
I take care of my kids.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
He thought he just asked if you had a loophole.
Yeah.
If you had a loophole.
No,
there's
I
a-
do have a kid outside of my marriage.
Do you?
Yeah.
See, I never knew that.
Yeah.
You
So,
never told me that.
So
How
that's
old?
what I'm on child support.
What's the age?
He's 18.
Oh,
All right. You almost done.
yeah.
I'm almost
done
done
with that.
I'm almost, but she's Asian, so they
Oh
trick.
yeah, they'll stretch it out to 23.
Yeah,
She's
they
Asian.
tricky. They tricky.
He
Oh.
listen, he going to
Japanese.
community college immediately.
Exactly.
That's what keep it
Like
popping.
shit.
Come on.
If they go to
You
school,
just
bro,
said it.
Yeah.
Oh
I hope she's not listening.
Hey,
Get
I-
ideas
hey.
from me.
Hey, I
Fuck
got
you if you are listening.
Hey, I got an 18-year-old, and he just fucking said something to me about going to college. Actually,
Yeah. Well.
Damn, well,
It's
hey,
that time.
you already hit the
Yeah.
nail on the head
All
All
already.
right, so we're gonna keep going down this road. All right, so those payments will disqualify you, and that's fucked up because you kind of already maxed out. Now,
Right.
in his particular, because he shared it in his situation where he has maxed out his credit cards, that's called usage, right? So here's what's fucked up: they give us credit, but then they penalize us for using it,
Right.
right?
I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give
Yeah.
you a real life example.
But you can
I'll-
only use a little bit of it, right?
Right.
It's
Right, but
weird.
we're gonna solve
Anyways,
that problem on this show tonight.
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
solve
Let's
that.
get it.
So I give my personal. So I have a particular card that I have. It's a $40,000 limit, and it's in my personal. I use nothing in my personal. That's what we're going to talk about. But I use this card. I max it out because 4% cash back. So every month I pay 40. I charge up 40,000, and I'm getting $1,600 back in cash. Right
Okay.
now, my credit score is 750. Right. When I don't pay back that 40,000 before the due date, and the 40 gets carried to next month, my score drops 100 motherfucking points.
Ooh.
So that's just to give you an
Right.
example of what you're facing. So when you have the utilization, banks don't want to fuck with you because they're like, well, you already kind of maxed out. You know what I mean? Like, where you going
Right.
to get the money? If you have bread, why won't you pay this down? So you get yourself in a conundrum, right? But
Okay.
this is how you get out of that. So what you do is you pay down your personal shit by any means. You know, we talked about this. We like, yo, somebody give you like even a temporary loan, right? You pay it down by any means. Now all your credit cards are at 0 and your score skyrockets.
but do you? So I brought that up to my friend that you asked about. You're like, would your friend give you that money? And then he was like, well, you really only want to bring it down just below 30%. So
Mm-hmm.
would you ask for the money to make it hit 0 or just to get under that thresh?
That's the thing about friends. They don't know shit.
No, I know. I
That's-
agree.
that's why
I
they
always
fucked
tell
up
you
that game.
fucked up shit.
That's
And-
why we're
and I'm
talking
a-
to the expert.
And I'm gonna tell you where he got that from because he's real cute. He's watching fucking reels. He's on fucking TikTok watching reels.
Oh,
like everyone else.
shit.
I'm gonna give you inside information.
Yeah.
So it was funny because I was gonna bring that up.
Okay.
So the rumor is 30% you're cool. You're really not. So in my scenario that I gave 100 points, if I kept it at 30, it's gonna go up 50 to 60 points. So I ain't gonna look good, and it's still too much utilization. Now I have connections in American Express with the underwriters. They tell me straight up, we don't want to see nothing more than 3%. Or we're not more than 3%.
3%?
Right. And
That's like a lawyer.
and
That's
and that's
nothing.
real, right? Now, when I say I have connections inside American Express, motherfuckers might be watching them. What the fuck is this dude, man? Nah, they actually come to my seminars when it was legal. They can't do it no more.
Okay.
But they will come to the seminars, break it down, and they would open accounts for you right there on site. They cannot do it no more. So what my plug did for me, seminar I did in New York 2 years ago, he made a video that I presented in the seminar, just kind of telling people what the criteria was from the inside. So this way people are like, fuck. And then he put his contact information, and I told people, you just hit him direct, you know what I'm saying? And I did not receive 1 penny. American Express will give you referral fee because at the time, I just needed the credibility. You know what I'm saying? I didn't receive 1 penny, but it was all worth it to me. And what I sold, this was encompassed in that package. So if you buy this, I give you the Amex plug. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people took advantage, and it worked out. So this is how we solve your problem. And this is how everybody in this country should be working, because maintaining your personal credit file is a goddamn full-time job.
Yes.
Everybody has problem, right? I'm in the real estate business, right? So if a motherfucking boiler blow in a 4-unit, right?
Okay.
That's going to cost me like 9 racks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have problems. And maybe at that time, I ain't got the 9 racks to pay the card right away. So you swiping, you building your shit up, right? So what you do is this. You do what's called corporate credit. So you get your personal credit lit, and you have all the data points. And I'll talk about what data points are. You have all the data points correct. So when a bank looks at you, you look attractive.
Right.
And we only talk about credit cards. We could do credit lines and actual loan. We just talk about credit cards. So you open a corporation or an LLC, and you fucking apply at the same banks you're at for the corporate card. Now, the corporate card, you can max out 50, 100 grand. They cannot report it to your personal credit file. So you just don't use your personal cards. Your score stays high. There's no maintenance. You have an emergency in life. Use your corporate cards. First of all, the incentives on the corporate side are much better because many of them are 0% for 18 months. They're better financing rates because they know you're in business, so they're trying to help.
And a bigger limit, too, probably.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, much bigger limit.
Yeah.
Much bigger. And what I mean they're trying to help because they're like, okay, if this person's in business, they're going to have banking needs. So the more we give them on the credit, the more they're going to do business with us. Merchant accounts. They make zillions of dollars on merchant accounts. You dig?
Oh, my
You know what I'm
God,
saying?
bro.
On and on and on. They hope that you're going to bank with them. You're going to open CDs with them. So, it's like a lost leader. Like, we're going to give you the love here, but
Right.
we're going to capture you over here.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you
So in my
got
case,
so many
I have one right now. I have a business. It's still an LLC that
Mm-hmm.
I opened in 2014, and I got like maybe just like a 5K card there. Now it's maxed, but it's the only card I ever applied for with business. So you're saying these other cards that I got on my personal side, I could probably open up another business one?
100%. Now, check this out. Check this out. So, on the business side, there is credit bureaus, or at least they appear to be credit bureaus. So, Dun & Bradstreet is the leader. So, if that card in your business is reporting to Dun & Bradstreet, which a lot of them don't, Chase does.
It's actually I want to say I want to say it's Sparks by Capital One.
Okay, Capital One doesn't report.
Okay.
So your Dun & Bradstreet should be clean, meaning it's not going to show utilization, it's not going to show anything, right? So how you build corporate credit is when the merchants you're dealing business with, when they report, you have what's called a Paydex score. So on the personal side, it's a FICO score. On the business side, it's a Paydex score. You want that score to go to 80. 100 is terrific, but once you get it to 80, they're like, all right, this motherfucker's valid,
Okay.
right? And they will check it, right? But here's the thing, because I like to give people hope, because all that shit sound like work. And the older I get, I'm like, fuck all that.
Right.
If you got a 750 credit score, all you need is the corp and the EIN. The shit could be 1 day old. We could open an LLC in the morning, and you walk in to Chase at 1 in the afternoon and get the bag.
So let me ask you this.
Let's get it.
Yeah.
What about
Chase better be doing that with all them tankers of cocaine they be bringing over.
Listen,
Right.
bro, I'm
What
in trouble.
about
I'm in trouble
incorporated?
for talking about that.
what about being incorporated?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what can you do with that? Like I've been incorporated for about probably 5 years now.
All right.
I got EIN number, all the whole bells and whistles. What can I do with it?
You can't do shit with it. It means nothing unless you have a business. But I'm going to tell you what I used to charge 10 grand for. And motherfuckers took my game and they give it for free because that's what motherfuckers do. They fuck every game up from the dope game. You know what I mean? They fuck it up. So when motherfuckers would come to me in my early days of, it was my social media base, but in my early days of consulting, they'd be like, yo, Fox, I got child support on my ass. I owe my baby moms. I got motherfucking judgments against me. If I deposit this check, they're going to snatch my money. And I'm like, they definitely snatching your money,
Right.
Holmes. So I would tell them, what's your name? Julio Rivera. Okay, we doing Julio Rivera Incorporated,
That's what I did.
right? Now you take that check, you deposit it in that account, they can't touch it. Because it's not connected to your social security number. It's connected to an EIN. Now, in 1913, they decided that a entity is a living, breathing human being.
Okay.
And that's a wild concept, but it's true. So once you put money in a corporate account with an EIN, that's it. It's like it's not yours.
Right.
So motherfuckers was able to cash their checks, you know, because motherfuckers was getting money like settlement. I was in a car accident, I got 200,000, but
Listen,
I owe 80.
I was doing Wildin' Out, and we was getting big checks at the time, and I had child support on me. So Nick was like, look, I'm going to take you to the bank, and I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to do this. I didn't see what the fuck he did.
Right.
But I am incorporated.
Hey, shout out to Nick. He's probably doing that now with all his kids now.
You ain't lying. Well, he got 10 now, so he ain't got to pay child support no more.
Oh, is there a cutoff
And
on
max
it?
out.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
If you got 10
I
kids,
think he
you
got
don't
11,
pay.
so
What
that one's
the
a
fuck?
He do. He
Yeah,
does.
the one
Max
kid-
out at child support?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
if
there's
you got,
no income left after 10.
Yeah.
So
you got
you
10
got-
kids,
yeah,
you're not
10
paying
kids,
nothing.
man.
So yeah, the 11th baby, he ain't getting shit.
Nothing.
God.
Not
And I'm
by
a-
law. Not
That's
by law.
fucked
Anyway.
up.
And I got 4. I'm going.
Law's
I'm going hard.
weird.
I'm going hard.
Yeah,
Fuck
you
that.
good at 4.
Yeah, we capping at 10.
No, I'm going for 10. I don't want to pay no more.
Oh, you are?
I'm going. I don't want to pay no more. I don't want to pay.
You
no more.
gonna have 10 children
Fuck it.
running
nah.
around?
Let's go.
Yeah, nah. I respect it, but yeah,
10,
nah, I ain't
10
fuck- I ain't fuck with
superstars. Fuck it. Let's go.
Lord help me.
But yeah, we got to talk more in depth about that because I've been holding on to this. And you know how, like you said earlier, your friends will tell you anything.
Yeah.
Oh man, you incorporated, you got this, you got. Why you not using it? I don't know how.
Yeah.
So
But again, there's nothing to use because
Thank
a
you for
corporation-
saying that.
Listen, a corporation and an LLC is first and foremost for anonymity.
okay,
See, these goofies don't know that. You know why? Because they're not making no money, so nobody wants to sue them.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I've been getting sued since motherfucking 98. Right? Why? Because I get money. That's the only reason. Nobody wants to sue a broke motherfucker.
Nobody.
Right?
Fair.
You'll fight them
No.
before you sue
So,
them.
so what happens is when you have all your assets in entities, right? People got to spend money to find out who's behind it,
Okay.
right? But then when you really learn the game, and your entity is owned by another entity that's owned by a Wyoming corp, which has no fucking reporting, owned by Nevada back to Delaware. Now they done ran out of money trying to find out who the fuck you are. So that's the first. That's the first thing about entities. Then secondly, when you open a legitimate business, like everyone who has a business, you open a McDonald's, you open your own fucking hot dog stand, whatever. You want to incorporate the money so that it separates it from personal liability.
Right.
Right? So you own a business, you using your own social security number, like you got a DBA, doing business as, right?
What if some, like, so I think on the business that I have, which was just a shave ice business in a mall.
Yeah.
I think it's, even though there is an EIN and it's an LLC, I think it's still, since I'm the sole proprietor,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
not-
it's still under my social.
It is. So that's
Yeah,
a
because
great
you got to
that's a great
still
point.
add yourself.
Okay,
right.
so a single member LLC is known as a disregarded entity. That means the IRS disregards it. That means basically it's shit. When you attach an operating agreement with a partner, that's what activates an LLC. Then what you want to do is you want to file for an S election. So now your LLC is running like an S corp, and that's where you get the tax benefits, the write-offs. Because you can't write off shit in an LLC. You could just use it on a Schedule C, like a personal income tax. So you get those breaks, which are regular schmegular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. What else you got over there, Rach?
So, like, what number on your credit score can you start leveraging it at?
700. 700 is a good number. As long as you got low utilization,
Right.
you got a 700, you definitely getting some funding.
So my credit score is pretty decent. Don't want to toot my horn, but I'm like,
that makes you hotter just by
I'm
a
like,
little
what
bit.
can I do?
You're white.
What can I
let's
do
keep
with
it
my
real,
credit
right?
score?
Listen, you're a white woman.
Yeah, I was
Your
just
score is
about
high.
to say that. You're a
Listen,
white woman.
From
What do you
This
expect?
doesn't mean shit.
From Maryland.
Listen,
This
What do you
doesn't mean
expect?
shit.
No, listen. The credit algorithm is racist.
Right.
I proved that.
Thank you.
Wait,
man.
the credit algorithm. I thought you just had to pay your bills on time. Like,
No.
I pay my bills on time every
Yeah,
month.
but I'm sure
But you don't have
live-
to.
I'm sure.
I do have to. If not,
No,
my
you don't.
credit score goes down.
That's true.
That's true, but you
And I'm not gonna have I'm not gonna have a house. I'm not gonna have a fucking
say
car.
it. Say it to her. I know exactly what you're about
Talk
to
to
say.
me,
Say
talk
it.
to me.
No, I'm
What
going
is
to
it?
say,
Talk to me.
I proved that it's racist, the algorithm, based on your address. So let's say you have an ambiguous name, Mark Jackson. Mark Jackson can be a white boy.
Shout out to Mark Jackson, though. Coach Mark
yes.
Jackson.
Mark
though.
Jackson, right? That could be a white boy. But if Mark Jackson has an address in an urban area, that motherfucker's not reaching 700.
No.
I proved that myself.
I believe that.
That's a fact.
Really?
All the
believe
data
that.
points could be lit.
Huh.
He's never getting to 700. Struggle. I had a client, real fucking example, except I didn't use his name. Soon as he bought a condo in an affluent area, boom, 730. Same scenario.
What
on
credit
the
score
screen.
went down?
No, went up to 730.
Oh,
He lived in the hood.
okay.
He
Oh,
lived
yeah,
in the
yeah,
hood. He moved to an affluent area.
Yeah. Sorry.
730. We tried for years to get his credit up. Couldn't happen.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
Holy
real.
cow.
It's
I
real.
believe it.
No, I believe that.
Yeah.
I believe it depends on the
really
address.
interesting.
I get that. So let me just go back to this ink thing.
Yes.
So basically, I only got that only so child support can't
Right,
get
right.
my
Didn't
money.
fuck with you. Yeah.
So nothing else. I can never use it for anything else.
Hey, at least
you
he's-
can
at least
use
he's
it
truthful.
For whatever. I'm just saying, if you don't have a business,
Okay.
there's no reason to even keep it alive.
So, but can you help me with so how do you make a business? Like
Okay,
I sell
I'm gonna-
shirts when I'm on the road. I'm a
Okay.
comedian. So I sell shirts when I'm on the road. I sell CDs, whatever. This bullshit is not really
I understand.
but yeah.
You could use it, but let me tell you what I mean by business. Let's say your corporation is called 4-Pack Inc.
Right.
Let's just say. So now you want to open a McDonald's,
Okay.
right? So the contracts between McDonald's and you're going to put it in 4-Pack Inc. So all the contracts are sent to 4-Pack Inc. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when you start making money and the money's coming through the register and you're depositing in the bank the next morning, it's going into 4-Pack Inc.
Right.
So now if somebody falls in the McDonald's and wants to sue you, they can't get to you, the individual. They got to sue 4-Pack.
For a park. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep saying Pac.
It's okay.
You dig
It's
what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what it's for. A corporation or LLC is for asset protection. It's to separate personal liability from corporate liability.
Okay.
Right? So when I say a real business, I just mean that. You know, a lot of cats out here got the sneaker stores. You know, they sell all the resale Jordans and all that. Any legitimate business, you're going to need a court. Being that you already have one, my suggestion would be to use it. And what you have to your benefit is that it has age on it.
Right.
So when a bank looks at, okay, this was started in 2014, you looking way better than somebody who just formed the shit yesterday.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Thank
saying?
you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
it has value.
Okay.
And now on the flip side, because I'm a hustler, a lot of people understand that these corporations have value. You can sell them. Just like on eBay, they have websites for aged corporations. Yeah, you can sell them for a profit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you gotta show me that.
There's a
shit.
hustle
yeah,
and
no
everything.
doubt. And
Have to
everything.
show
And
me
everything.
that shit.
Yeah.
Jesus
So,
Christ.
what are some things that you can do, like once your credit score gets to 700?
Well, I mean, I'll tell you some small time hustles.
Okay.
So when your score gets to 700 and you have a bunch of really good credit cards that
Okay.
you're not using, you can sell them as authorized users.
Oh shit! You can sell authorized users on your credit
Yeah.
card.
So, when we came up, and everything was in our mama name, right?
Right.
Right.
If your mother had good credit, she would put you on her credit cards just to build your shit
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
JC
And we-
Penney cards.
all that.
Stuff
Macy's,
like that. Okay.
store card, right?
Okay.
But
Yep.
we never thought back then, like, yo, mom could be selling that to somebody. Why? Because there was no internet. There was no way to market it back then. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So what you do is you go online and there's like, for example, like tradeline.com.
Okay.
Right? So you
Trade
would,
line. I want to
yeah,
write this
you-
down.
you would-
Like,
you
I've
would-
never heard of this.
yeah, you would like contact them, say, yo, I got some cards I want to put up.
Uh-huh.
So the older the card
Mhm.
and the bigger the limit, the more money you get. So I'll give you a scenario, real life scenario from a customer yesterday.
Okay.
He needed to bump his score because he needs a hard money loan immediately.
Mm.
So credit restoration don't work overnight. It doesn't work on your time. It
Okay.
works on the bureau's time. I tell people the bureaus are $1 billion organization.
Mm-hmm.
They not scared of you.
Right.
So don't be putting pressure on me. So you would contact them. So, okay, real life scenario. So the dude needs a card with like 20 years on it. So it's a Bank of America, $32,000 credit limit, right? 20 years old. That card went for $1,500. So he paid $1,500. The owner of the card, there's no cost to him, and you don't actually physically get the card. They just add you
And it doesn't mess up your credit.
at all. So what happens is
Wow.
that
okay.
kind of money, $1,500, the average person like, yo, that's lit. But yo, how long they keep it on for? Yeah, 3 months, fam. That's it.
Yeah, like once
Woo!
it. So,
Maybe
so,
2.
so what I
So
was
I'm
told.
trying to sell a line.
Yeah,
feel me?
me
I-
too.
yeah.
It's a business.
So-
Real.
So that's like one hustle.
Yeah, but you know what I did
Ooh.
here. So I asked that same question you did. I said, well, what if this guy fucking goes AWOL and fucking his credit goes down the drain? And they're like, well, we're a company that's been in the game over 20 years. Our investors, these are rock solids. That ain't ever gonna happen. But yeah, once they hit that window, whatever it was, the 30 to 60 days, then when it hits on your thing, they give you X amount of time to apply for your own cards
Right.
under that person, and then they take you off, and that person does another person.
Yeah, that's right. So check it out. So the average bank will let you add like 5 authorized users on
Okay.
one card. So if you got 3 cards, you could potentially have 15 clients.
Shit.
So it's a lot of bread. But he brought up an interesting point.
Okay.
And this is what's dangerous when you're doing it with friends,
Okay.
right? So let's say my friend puts me on. He got a $20,000 limit, right? Everything lit. My score jumped. But now he has a family emergency. So he runs up and runs the card up $20,000.
Okay.
And he like, fam, I can't pay it. Boom, now that shit is hitting my credit maxed out.
Oh.
Whoa.
So there's a flip
So it
side.
impacts the people under you.
Correct. So
Whoa.
when you're dealing with a company like I mentioned, that don't happen because these people are all in business doing it. So they don't even use the card.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they have $200,000 limits, and they're super wealthy people.
So you can do that off the website called Tradeline. Okay, I want to definitely check that out because that seems like an
so
opportunity.
you can sign up as saying I want to do that.
I'm trying to sell
these
my
cards, yeah.
lines.
So they're,
But-
they're a
Hey.
broker. They're a broker.
But do you think though somebody like that? I don't. How old are you?
27.
Do you think they would take a 27-year-old with a 750 score?
It's
It's 780.
Oh my
Yeah,
bad.
let 'em
My
know.
Get it
bad.
right. Get it right.
Listen,
All
I
right.
want to mention also, it's also shameful in the white world if you have bad credit. I just want to put that out.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I love
It's
that.
shameful.
I love
It's a
that.
fact.
Yeah,
It's-
true.
It's your America.
I ain't got no
You're
bad
supposed
credit.
to have all the credit.
Right.
Yeah.
And like everybody know when you get with a white girl, she's supposed to boost your shit.
That's why we like white girls.
Right. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
why we like
There
them.
you go, little Rach.
You get with a pink toe, your shit got to go up. Your shit
Exactly.
go down, you with a white bro, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
you found her in the ghetto, and
Yeah,
that
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
the white girl to do.
Yeah, she was. You got to check that bloodline.
Exactly.
You got to go on 23andMe. That might not be a purebred.
Yeah.
You
So,
dig?
so we just let out the secret
That's so
why
funny.
black guys always go after white girls because
Yeah.
they have better credit than us.
Yeah, you know what I'm
You
saying?
said that's why black guys go for white girls.
Yeah.
Plus, all
It's a
the
credit
listen,
score.
It's the credit score.
It's
What
not
it
only
is. Oh wait,
credit.
what is this? Once you know you can go white, your credit goes right. Oh
There you go.
gosh.
There
See?
you go. There you
Thank
go.
you.
You know what
Thank
I'm
Oh
saying?
my gosh. What the
Taking
heck?
all of our white women.
Hey.
Yeah, that's funny though. All right,
is-
but
this
we
is a
just
lot.
clowning. We just
Real,
clowning.
I
hey,
know,
real,
right?
But
hey,
I'm
real,
taking
hey,
it
real
very
quick.
seriously.
What is your race? Just
I'm Puerto Rican.
Okay. I was in my head, like I said. I know we talked. You said something about Dominican.
Yeah,
I know
no.
a lot of Dominicans.
Yeah.
How do you know the difference between Puerto Rican and Dominican?
Oh man, listen, it's so
Is
easy.
it night and day?
Well, first of all, if you go to New York, if you see a Spanish person, they Dominican because we're out of
Right.
style. Puerto Ricans lost their footing. We're out of style. They got welfare in Puerto Rico. Our
Right.
people ain't really popping. There ain't no welfare in Dominican Republic. They hustling. You get that motherfucker some scotch tape and a wrench, they could build a car.
No doubt.
That's a fact. They're not playing.
The hustle
We
is
ain't
real.
doing
Crazy,
shit.
'cause everybody
we ain't
just
building
said-
shit no more.
Look, I'm
Puerto
half
Ricans ain't doing
Cuban,
shit.
so it's the same
You know,
thing.
yeah.
We got the same flag with
Yeah.
different colors.
Yeah, exactly.
Different-
They flipped
different
the
spot,
joint.
red
Yeah.
and blue. You already know.
Yeah, Cubans
it-
came here. They said we're not doing shit here neither.
No, we gonna
We're
sell
gonna make a
dope.
restaurant. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say. I ain't
and
want to
that's
say
it.
it, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna
gonna
make
sell dope.
hot sandwiches with a press,
That's it.
good coffee,
Yeah.
and we slinging dope.
Yeah, we singing dope
Yeah,
right
that's
out
it.
the coffee shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's all
whatever we
The
gotta do.
bodega.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, Puerto Ricans is out of style. Just so
Hey,
you
something
know.
funny that I was so when I went to see Nate fight Masvidal in New York, it was my first time. I was like, you know what, fuck a hotel. I'm gonna get an Airbnb. I had like 10 people with me.
In
So,
New York.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at the
That
pictures.
sounds lit.
Like, oh, this is beautiful. Look at this
Yeah.
place.
Sounds like a
This
terrible
place, hey,
idea.
Yeah.
Bro, we were in hold on, what was the fucking? It was the most horrible. God, I don't. What's a bad?
Alphabet City?
What's a bad area? out
It
there?
looked
like
bigger
super-
online, didn't it?
No,
Of New York City.
Yeah.
Okay, like Lower East Side.
Right.
No, it was a particular name. I don't want to say it's not Queens. It's
Well, that's what I'm saying. You're not in
Yeah,
New York
if you
City.
went
Yeah.
way
New York
to
City is
Queens-
only Manhattan. When you say NYC,
Right.
or you say I'm in the city, that's only
well,
Manhattan.
wherever I
only Manhattan.
stayed, wherever you know,
Yeah.
and I think you had. I think you're right. I think you had to still cross the bridge.
Yeah, you
So that
probably
was
in
Brooklyn.
Queens. Brooklyn or Queens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Or
or Queens.
'Cause you wasn't in Staten Island.
Jamaican Queens.
Oh, Jamaica Queens.
So, so
yeah.
listen,
You
so,
was in 50 neighborhood.
listen, so
Oh
yeah,
my
so listen.
God.
When we walked out the door, we got there at night. We're like, oh, the place, they remodeled it, everything brand new. Bro, we walked out there the next day. That shit was dangerous as a motherfucker.
Well, everybody
Like,
was outside. You had
I
to
was
move
like,
niggas
oh
out the
my
door.
God.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, they're like, bro, you better ask somebody next time. They're like, you are in
Yeah.
the fucking hood. They're like, they did a nice reno,
yeah,
but
yeah.
you will get killed in that
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah, no
Should have
doubt.
just called me. I know everybody over there.
Man,
Gotta call my man, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
He
You
be
fucked up.
sleeping on me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't
True.
know why.
yeah.
All right, back to your question. So
Okay,
what can you do? What can you do though? I only
Yeah.
gave you one hustle.
I know. We need more hustles. Okay, so we have trade line,
Mm-hmm.
and then what's some more hustles that you can do once your credit score gets to 700?
So here's the play. So the play is when your credit score gets to 700, you go again and get that business credit that we talked about.
All right, I'm
now
writing
you
this
have
shit down.
money. Now
This
you
is
have
serious.
money to invest in a business. You feel me?
Yeah, but what if you don't have a business?
But that's the thing.
you got to come up with one.
No, it's not that. But you asked me, how can you leverage credit?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're leveraging credit, you already got a business mind.
Okay. True.
Because the average person ain't saying, how can I leverage this? They're saying, what I'm going to buy.
Hey, she actually said
Yeah.
that to me the other day. She's like, yeah, I need you to tell me how to leverage my credit.
Right.
And to be honest with you, I didn't know what the fuck that meant.
Right, exactly. So getting business credit, you know what it is? The young generation just fucked up. Let me show my age real quick.
What's that? Is it called the Gen X or Gen
Whatever
Z?
they
or
call
whatever?
it. Listen,
I'm a
Next.
millennial. Thank you
Millennial.
very
My
much.
wife
There you
is
go.
too.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I
But they're
fuck- I
Gen
fucked
Gen
them,
Z
though.
is under me.
I'm Gen X.
Yeah, we're Gen X.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we
are
are. It is Gen Xers. Yeah.
Yeah, we are Gen X.
Word up.
Y'all new millennials.
No, wait, no. I'm the Gen X. Fuck you guys. I'm born in 96. Look it up right now, Hugh. I swear.
No.
If we're wrong, I'll be mad.
Can you just
Hugh, can
Yeah,
you
you
pull
are
up the
Gen
chart?
Z.
pull it up, please?
We just did this like a couple weeks ago on
fucking
a show.
Gen Z, Gen X, millennial, baby boomers.
You're a millennial.
You got to be way under us at
I'm
least.
born in 96. Can you
Yeah.
just look it up, Hugh? Give me a hard time.
Listen, she need a Google screen.
put
or
put,
she ain't buying
put
it.
that shit next to her. Leave it.
All right, let's see. Look, right here, millennial.
Oh, you're right
I'm
on
a
the cusp.
millennial,
Well, I'm a-
motherfuckers.
You're
I
on the
told
cusp.
you.
Well, I'm a. Yeah,
I am
I'm a Y.
96.
I'm a Y.
Look at the lost generation. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's
1883.
Oh,
you
my
fucking
God.
Yeah.
shitting me?
Is that
I'm a
Abraham
Y.
Lincoln?
That's crazy.
Oh shit.
I didn't know I was a Y. I thought I was an X, but I'm a Y.
See, the more
81.
you know.
81.
Your Generation Y.
Yeah.
I'm with y'all. I'm the millennial.
So
Yeah.
you are
Jesus.
okay. So that's
Anyway,
crazy.
listen.
Wow.
I'm trying to figure out what my daughter is.
Yeah,
real
don't
quick.
exclude me out of the circle, guys.
So me and my
I'm
okay.
part of the
Oh, my
circle.
daughter's Generation Alpha.
Generation Alpha.
Yeah, she's 2020.
Holy shit. I didn't even know there was a Generation
Yeah.
Alpha
I've
now.
never heard of that.
Yeah.
Well, the
My
more
wife
you
is-
know,
my
guys,
wife is
the
90
more you know.
91. I don't see. Well, she must be.
She's
same as me.
Same as you.
Yeah. Damn, that's dope.
All right, let me finish her question real
Okay,
quick.
yeah.
So, well, the reason I was clowning on the young people is because
Okay.
y'all don't understand that prior to what's going on now in banking, the only way to get money from a bank was to get a traditional loan, and those loans are full doc. So you basically got to pull your pants down. You got to show taxes, bank statements, this, and then when they get you all the way to the end, they go, okay, you want to open up a business, but where you going to work? How you going to pay the loan? Oh, I'm going to work my business. Nah. So they will make you pull your pants down and then deny you. So the fact that you can
Sounds like Hollywood.
You did?
Sounds like guys in hotel rooms.
Yeah. So the fact that you can just have a good credit score and get all this no doc funding from the bank, there's no docs involved. It's just your credit card.
Okay.
That's it. That's a phenomenon to people who come from yesteryear. You know what I mean? Because you got access to all this money just off your credit.
Yeah.
You don't have to provide a business plan. You don't have to give them tax returns. You don't have to give them even bank statements. Because their contention is, if this person has a good credit profile, why would they fuck it up now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why would they fuck it up just because they want to have some credit on the business side?
Okay. Damn, that's fucking dope,
It's
man.
fucking nuts.
Yeah, because I see people that use their credit to make money off their credit. I'm like,
Well,
I gave you I'm
that
trying to-
example, though.
Right.
I know.
Like with the trade line.
the trade line.
That's how they do
Yeah.
it,
The trade line makes sense, but what other way
But I'm
could you
like,
possibly do that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, how many more hustles are there?
Yeah, but that's the thing. With
There's
credit,
a lot.
There's not that many hustles.
Really?
Believe me. Yeah, that's TikTok.
That is
There
that
seem
is
to be
TikTok.
cut and dry
That
sort
is.
of.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you something about TikTok.
Oh shit.
I'm just going to keep it as a stat.
Do you have a TikTok?
Me, yeah, but only. Yeah, I do. But the food is what's popping, though. That's what got me lit.
That's still gay,
And
but
shout
go
out
ahead.
Chicago, too, man, because Chicago
Shout out
is what really
Chi-Town.
got me popping. New York,
Hey,
some hating-ass motherfuckers. I mean,
Yeah.
the home team hating.
They
Keep
always
it real.
hate.
Little,
The
little
whole team
Race
always
just got
hate.
us on TikTok.
All right.
I'm too old for the social media.
Yeah, I hate it, bro.
Greener
Fuck that
radio.
TikTok
I hate it.
shit,
But
man.
listen,
Fuck
here's the
outta here.
thing. These kids watch the guys who came on social media 5-6 years ago, like me and my guys, who really already had buildings, really already raised families, already had Bentleys. We already had all that shit. So we came on spitting game. Now you got these kids 20 repeating, motherfucker, you ain't even lived long enough
Right.
to fucking talk about what we was talking about. But they just regurgitate it.
No, this is true.
They regurgitate.
Yeah.
There was a couple of TikTok videos went viral, said that Congress came out with a new consumer law that anything on your credit more than 2 years old had to be erased immediately, guaranteed.
Whoa.
Get the fuck out of
Wait,
here.
That's
what?
bullshit.
Yeah, it's on TikTok.
I wish.
I would be
Oh,
rich
fuck.
if that was the case.
You know
It's
what
one
I'm
of the
saying?
many things on TikTok.
Yeah, so but these things go viral, and then you get clients on the phone, and they're like, "Yo, why ain't my shit getting right out here?" Man, get the fuck. You're not a lawyer. Sit your ass down. You don't even pay your fucking bills. Now you know law. Sit your ass down.
So-
Listen, if you on TikTok, just dance, motherfucker. Don't
That's
do all
it.
that other
And
bullshit. Yeah.
Show
You
me
know
a
what I'm
recipe,
saying?
bitch.
Yeah, come on.
Make
How-
a biscuit.
So how
Fuck
long
outta
would
here.
it take for someone to build their credit score, say from like 400 to 500 to go up to 700?
Well, here's the thing: credit and money go hand in hand. And
So the more money you have,
motherfuckers
the
ain't got no
faster
money
credit?
either. Of course,
Okay.
because the bank is gonna say, "Look, I'll give you a perfect example. Let's say you make some bread, right? You make $200,000 a year. You got 50 grand in cash saved up, right? You could go to the bank and say, I want a $20,000 credit card with a 400 score, and you say, I'm gonna put this money in a CD, leverage my money to give me the card. You see what I'm saying? So it's
Okay.
like a self loan. Now, out of nowhere,
Isn't that kind of what they do with the starter credit cards? How they'll
Yeah,
say you
basically.
put your 500 secured card. That's
basically,
what-
it's the same except on a secure card. If you send them 20,000, they reporting you right to the feds
Boom.
immediately.
Right.
Because they used to $200 customers.
Yeah.
You send them 20 grand. So you want to go to a bank, put the money in the CD. So now, like to your point, you got a 400 score, but now you got a $20,000 card in your name. They don't know that it's a like a self-funding situation, and you just keep doing it.
Oh wow.
And also, if your score is 400, you got some serious debt. So if you're making bread,
Hey, there's some
you
people
could
out here
pay
that
it
don't
off.
have the best scores. I mean,
I've
Yeah.
never
and that's
seen no
okay.
400.
Like,
Oh, I've seen 380, bro.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen
man.
380.
Yeah.
That shit looking ugly.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
So
my
I
shit
love-
is like on some sick shit.
You
Six-
all right. You
six
probably just got a
something.
couple things need to get bumped
Yeah,
off.
you know.
But this
Yeah.
is my favorite customer. My favorite customer is the one who got like 15 bad derogatory marks: repo, bankruptcy, charge-offs.
I
And
never had none.
they like, yo, Fox, can I pay you half now and half later? Motherfucker, you beat Chase. I'm not fucking with you.
Right.
What recourse do I have? You done beat Chase. You done got your car repoed.
Right.
But you want credit from me?
Oh,
You feel me?
man.
That's my favorite kind of customer.
So can you help out everyone, or is it?
I can help out everyone.
You can?
yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
So there's no person that can't have like their credit repaired or restored, rather so.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I didn't even say the name of my company. My company is MetaCredit, and our slogan is MetaCredit for better credit. You feel me?
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
Yeah, and we #1 credit restoration in the Midwest. That's a fact.
like that.
That's a fact. Just so people know.
Shout out to the Midwest.
You know?
And you guys are good at getting rid of, like, I know another thing that hurts me is the inquiries.
Right.
Are
So
those-
let's talk about inquiries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? So inquiries is like this. When you have an inquiry
Bless you.
on your credit that's not tied to an open account, it looks like you've been shopping for money. So if I got a Chase inquiry from 3 months ago, and there ain't no Chase card or Chase auto loan, they're like, this motherfucker's a Thirstito Dorito. he going around applying for shit and getting denied.
Right.
So the bank will say, what the fuck are we gonna fuck with him for?
Right.
He getting denied.
Right.
So any inquiry, because this ties into business credit, because when you get business credit, they're gonna be hitting your personal. So you're gonna have a bunch of inquiries. And now you can't get no more business credit. So this is what I specialize in. So we remove those inquiries, right? Now you looking fresh again. Now here's the thing. A lot of people make the mistake because they're watching TikTok, and they go ahead and they think inquiries are this fucking boogeyman. And they start removing accounts, removing inquiries. No. They're removing inquiries that are tied to open accounts. So like Chase, let's say you got 3 Chase cards, and you remove the inquiry, Chase call you up. Fuck you. They shut all your cards down.
Exactly.
We don't play with you. Get
They
the fuck
might
out
even
of here.
say you fraud.
Yeah.
Some shit.
Hey, this is something that
So it
happened.
seems like you're a fake at the end of the day.
No, it's not that you're a fake. It's that you fucking around with big boys. This shit is a game, but it's their game.
You know what? You know what happened to me, which
Facts,
was
yeah.
which was really weird. I had I got approved for a synchrony on some furniture. I had
I was going to say, that's a furniture
Listen,
lick. Yeah.
so I did furniture, paid it to 0, so then it's sitting at 0, and I'm like, okay, next house I get, I'll use it for furniture. I get a letter in the mail, and they say you're due to your credit to debt ratio. They shut the card off, and I'm like,
Oh, yeah, they do
I
that.
paid you guys $12,000 off the fucking thing, and then you shut me down.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, my
That's
grandfather
crazy.
said,
But
die owing everyone.
That's a fact.
That's what my grandfather
That's a whole fact.
Yeah.
That's how you win. You fuck
Yeah.
the banks. Because the money's not real anyway. They don't actually have money. It's just digits on a computer. But again, those are bigger conversations. But there's no such thing. And the thing is, I've always known this, but March of 2020, when they came out with fractional banking, right? Well, they didn't come out with it. They adjusted it. So fractional banking says you have to have $10,000 in reserves to loan $100,000. So March of 2020, conveniently, when they dropped that thing on us, they said you have to have 0 in the bank, and you can loan whatever the fuck you want. So same thing with student loans, all that. There's not actually an exchange of fucking money. It's digits on a computer, and it's ledgers. That's all it is. It's ledgers. Like when you deposit money in the bank, your deposit slip is a forfeiture.
Hey, what was your favorite cartoon?
Mine?
Since you're in the same gen.
I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? Probably Tom and Jerry.
Oh, okay.
Woody Woodpecker
I'm gonna say
type shit.
Transformers.
I
I'm
can't.
the
Yeah, but that's
Smurfs.
yeah, Smurfs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I actually have a Tom and Jerry
He-Man.
poster in my
He-Man.
house.
He-Man.
He-Man
Hey,
was lit.
He-Man was gay though, just so you guys
It was,
know.
but it's okay. We didn't know
Y'all
gay men.
discovered that?
No,
Y'all
they
discovered
said I heard it. I read it in a fucking book. I was like,
did
what?
too. I did too. But we didn't know what gay was then, so it's cool. You know.
He was happy.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
happy.
What else you got, Rach? I love it when you have a whole notebook full of
I
shit.
know,
over
right? Okay, I got one last question for him.
There. What's your favorite cereal?
Captain Crunch, without a doubt.
Captain
Just the
Crunch.
berries, or you like the other shit in there too?
Nah, I like the original. I'm a
Yeah,
purist,
Sure,
man.
okay.
He's a
All right.
Roof of your mouth hurt.
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
eat
Don't
too
play
much.
with
Cut up.
him.
Yeah.
Cut up.
Yeah.
Cut up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All right, so my last question for you is like, what not to do with your credit?
Man.
I mean, you could probably name like 100,000 things.
Don't co-sign for nobody. Don't fuck with nobody.
Thank you. My
Your
mom
bet-
told me that.
Your best
My mom told me
motherfucking
that.
friend. will
Even if
ask-
someone was like, "Yeah, your best friend or
Yeah,
your husband
yeah,
or
fuck 'em.
something,"
Fuck 'em
what if
2
they pay?
times.
What if they
Fuck 'em.
pay you money and they're like, "Can you co-sign for me?"
take
No.
the money and fuck them.
Fuck them.
Don't give them shit. Just take the
heard
money.
that right?
You know what I'm saying? I'm being serious because your best motherfucking friend is gonna beg you and be like, I swear to God, I'm gonna pay you early. I'm gonna do that.
That happened to me before.
Bro, they're not paying. And here's the thing I want people to understand about co-signing. When you co-sign for a vehicle, That's another fucking misleading statement. You're actually not co-signing. You're buying the motherfucker.
Right.
And they're allowing that person to register it in their name. That's
Right.
it. You're the motherfucking primary.
Right.
And
Wow.
and they're like an authorized user because they're going to get credit on their credit report.
That's why you usually go to your mom or
Right, exactly.
uncle or something like
Yeah,
that. Right.
somebody
okay.
who give a fuck about you.
Right.
But
Wow.
a friend, the
I give a
minute
fuck
that
about
friend lose their job, they're like,
Better.
what do you expect me to do? You know how y'all
Jesus.
Marylands do.
Us
What do you
Marylands.
Yeah, what do you
You
expect me to
fucking
do?
Ravens. Fuck the Ravens.
Come on,
Anyway.
help me.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's your top 5 rappers?
Man, first and foremost, Rakim Allah. I'll be
Rakim
peace and
Allah.
calm, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, so definitely Rakim, but there's so many, man. Like so you know, my era, I grew up in the golden era, the original one. So we
Right,
talking
we
about
both
Big
did.
Daddy Kane, we talking about Cool G Rap. It's hard not to mention them, right?
What about Cool Keith?
Cool
Cool
Keith was
Keith was
cold.
dope.
He was
Ultramagnetic,
cold.
right, but-
Ultramagnetic
I know.
and
But,
I
at,
like
the-
him.
but
I
at
like
the
him.
same time, right, you got like, you can't leave Black Thought out of the conversation. Like that freestyle he did for Flex,
Yeah, crazy.
crazy, bro.
Crazy.
But okay, definitely I gotta mention my man Prodigy. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. That was my man.
P Dub.
I was with him 3 days before right before he came to California. He died in
Conspiracy
California.
theory.
Yeah.
I was with him in Brooklyn.
Listen, I feel that, and this is how I get my vibes. First of all, I'm not gonna go into it, but shout out P, R.I.P. P Dub
R.I.P.,
Sean
P.
regardless. But check it. The headline is what I didn't like. Gangster rapper chokes
Right.
on egg.
Come on.
That's
Wait,
that's not
what?
official referee with a whistle.
No.
That's that bullshit where they give you signs and they give you the middle
Prodigy
finger in your
spoke
face.
on
Uh-huh.
this
Yeah.
higher power a
Of
lot.
course.
Yeah, he did.
Mm.
He
Yeah,
did.
he spoke on it for a long time.
Long
Right.
time.
You know what I'm saying? But he was super nice, man. So,
He was.
You know,
He
and then
was
of course,
dope.
of course the Nas, the Biggies, the Jay-Z's. But listen, I keep it thorough. Like I was done with Jay-Z after Reasonable Doubt. That's the hardest drug album ever written in life. You could tell he really hustled.
Right.
And that was it. That's like once
Everything
the other
else
shit
was
came
candy.
out. Yeah, you know what I mean? I
all
wasn't really
candy.
fucking with it like that.
Yeah.
But you know, you can't count them out. Jay-Z, Nas, Biggie, of course. But definitely if I had to just call it, is Rakim. Because I believe
That's a good
Rakim
one.
is the father to everyone's style.
I think that
There
too.
could be no Nas without Rakim.
Except for KRS-One. It was KRS-One and it
Yeah.
was Rakim.
Yeah.
But either you
Yeah.
went that way or you went
Correct.
that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
That's what I would
KRS-One, again, one of my favorites.
One of the
Well, let's
best.
talk about
God.
before we get out of here. Let's talk about this food thing. What is this food thing you got going on?
All right, so my businesses in my life, I had fast food franchises for like 25 years, and I did real estate, right?
Did you have a White Castle?
No, White Castle doesn't even franchise. That's all family
Oh,
owned.
okay.
Yeah. My biggest brand was Subway, right?
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So what happens is being in the food business and then hanging around certain guys from New York that were real foodies, you know what I'm saying? They had, if y'all read between the lines, like, you know, Mulberry Street restaurants and shit, they taught me the food game from a quality perspective. You know, where the best olive oils come from. You know what I mean? Wine game, right? And this shit is very, very powerful when you moving in business. Because when you sit with people that got money, the first few times you intimidated.
Right.
But then when you see a motherfucker that got like 50 million and he don't know how to order at a restaurant that don't have french fries, you got leverage right there. Because when you order, they're like, oh shit, and you get attention. So that education I got was very, very important, knowing the food game. So, long story short, always been passionate about food. I started having kids. You know, we watching food shows and shit, and we would take vacations based on food destinations.
See, that's East Coast shit.
Yeah,
we
you know
do
what I'm saying?
that.
Because I wanted
Yeah.
to show my kids.
Were you a Bourdain fan?
Of course. Loved him. Another
Yep.
fucked up thing.
Another
you know what I'm
fucked-
saying?
yep.
But you get it. So I'm going
Yep.
around my kids. So we would always like take notes of what food was fire, right? Long story short, I do a food review and I add comedy to it because that's just how I was feeling on my credit page, and the shit went viral. Did like 100,000 spins, and I'm like, this is so fucked up. I'm putting out real information on credit and finance and bettering your life, but the fucking comedy shit goes viral. So then I started doing food reviews. I started in Chicago, which is an amazing food town, and the people there, man, because I was an outsider, they didn't hate on me. Now, a lot of motherfuckers hate me, like, yo, when you going to learn to talk English and this and that? I'm like, make sure you punch in early tomorrow, son. Like, you work, we cake. Fuck out of here. But Chicago embraced me in a way that New York didn't. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to always give Chicago that love. And the shit started going viral. And that's what I do. And the other thing is, I also, because, you know, I take everything like the rap business.
Well, something you told me, because like I was telling you, I have a friend in Detroit, and he started doing this, and it was like what you said. He was more so content. We even talked about doing this here. We were like, yo, we'll start out with strip clubs, restaurants, and we'll go there. And then what they're going to do is they're going to roll out the red carpet, have us come in there and eat, and then we're going to come back to the show, and then we're going to discuss what we liked and didn't like. But like you're saying, when they're rolling out that red carpet for you, are you really going to give the true review?
It's hard.
Or are you going to? It's hard to give them a bad review. And what you had told me, tell them what you told me.
Yeah.
You said,
So I was saying that I run my life like hip hop. So people love diss records. So what I did is first I called motherfuckers out who were getting paid. I'm like, how the fuck y'all go to restaurants and you always have a good experience? Like you never. I always have some fucking nitpicky problem because I'm bougie than a motherfucker.
Same.
So I started calling people out, and I do not accept money for the reviews because there is restaurants that I shit on, and that's the best content, unfortunately.
Right.
That's the shit that people love.
Are you like ever nervous, or like do you ever feel some type of way that you might like put a business out?
No.
A business
Fuck
because
that.
of a review?
First of all, I'm with the shits. No.
Right.
No.
no, because I believe everybody has their own opinion, and they know
Right.
that.
Everyone does have an own
But
opinion,
here's the thing. I don't deliberately want to hurt anybody.
Okay.
And I won't give you a horrendous review
Okay.
just because the food is bad. But if the staff is disrespectful to
Okay.
me, or if I heard the restaurant is great and I walk in and there's no reception area, like it looks like a fucking bingo hall, yeah, I'm bombing on you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, what the
You're
fuck
not a
is
fan
that?
of those hole-in-the-wall restaurants?
Hey, so like credit.
Not if you tell me it's fine dining.
Hey, like
I love hole in the wall. I'm hood.
Okay.
My
Okay.
foundation is hood. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so like credit. You give a bad review, you tell these people whatever. Can they fix their credit by trying to make it right with you? Like, because I know on Yelp.
Yeah.
So I'd get a bad Yelp review, and at mine I always said I had a DJ, so it was always on music, and I had to say I apologize. You know, we tell the kids this level, they turn it to that level, and a lot of people then they're allowed to remove that review from Yelp if they put it. So you kind of want to do it, but you don't want to like be like, oh, come in, we're gonna, because people will do it for free shit.
Yeah.
So, what happens when? I mean, do you ever say, so you're in there, you have a bad experience? Do you say, yo, let me talk? I want to talk to the manager or even the chef. Have that ever came out?
Again, I'm honest, right? My demeanor when I'm being violated is so aggressive. They send the manager over. I never have asked for a manager.
Yeah.
Well, that's not New York for you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But in reference to them trying to make it right, no, fuck you. And I listen, I got a baller mentality. So, like, if they go, oh, we'll comp your meal, I go, fuck your meal. Get the shit the fuck off the table. That's what you could do.
Right.
But that, like I said, that's only if I've been violated. Like they said some foul
Disrespected
shit.
or-
Right. Or tried to be condescending. Like this bitch tried to
I hate condescending
this
behavior.
bitch tried to correct me on Hennessy Paradise. She was like, you mean paradise? No, bitch.
No,
It's
bitch.
Hennessy Paradise. Like, don't fucking correct me. Y'all motherfuckers getting $150 a shot. Like, even if I said it wrong, ride out.
Right.
Feel me? Ride out.
Ride out.
But those are the kind of things that happen. But people definitely reach out to me when I give them a bad review, and I'm like, yeah, fuck you. You had your chance. Work on it, motherfucker. But they can't hire me as a consultant. That's different. Because I do come with 25
Okay, so now you
years.
do consultant work too.
Oh, definitely. Because I come
Shit,
with
he does it
25
all, man.
years.
So
25
if
years
you
in the food game.
so like you say that when the people say consultant, is it a chef saying, well, hey, what would you have done to
No,
make
it's
that?
the manager or the owner.
Manager
it's
or the
never
owner.
the chef.
Okay.
It's never the chef because 90% of the problem is management.
Management.
Right.
You know, if the food is trash, it's trash. But here's the thing: because I'm a foodie, I'm never going to a place where the food is trash.
Never.
So if you fuck up, it's definitely going to be the management style. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm never going to walk in a restaurant like, oh, I hope this is bomb. Hell no, I already know before I get there.
It's like a bar rescue kind of vibes.
Yeah, that kind of thing without yelling at people. I'm very humble and very sweet when we're working together.
Yeah. Shout out to John Taffer. We got him coming through here too.
That's what's
cool.
up.
Hey.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he's a Las Vegas local now.
All right.
And what was that other guy? The guy he was over at Tropicana. The glasses, the chef.
Oh, with the crazy hair?
No, he kind of looked
Oh,
military
fuck.
style.
Oh, I know.
He did like a
I
little
know you're
cooking
talking
show where
I
he
know
was
you're talking
similar to the Taffer. So what is here in Vegas? What's your favorite restaurant?
Man, that's a tough one. I'm gonna tell you what it used to be. Back in the day, it was definitely Del Frisco's because I'm a cigar
I
smoker.
can't believe you just said that. That's my all-time favorite
There
right
you
now.
go, bro.
Still,
Oh, right now, okay.
right now,
That's
it's
what's
always
up.
been.
Because
I'm like, fuck STK. Even Barry's
Oh,
9. That guy, yeah. What was his name?
Robert Irving.
Yeah, so he was
it
at the Tropicana, but
Yeah.
he started a restaurant. But
Yeah.
he was like a rough and tough. But I can't believe you said that because I go there every Thanksgiving, like different holidays. I go there. They put us in this little back private room, but I'm like, this is the real deal shit. I'm like, you go to STK, you go to, even 9. Like I said, there's good experiences there, and it's the
You
atmosphere.
guys ever went to
I'm like,
Alibaba's?
I did.
Alibaba's the shit.
Wait a minute. Were they
Alibaba.
on Eastern? Out on Eastern?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Alibaba?
It's like,
I thought it was a wholesaler.
Middle Eastern shit.
Middle Eastern food.
Yeah, they
like
got
back home.
they got the motherfucking
feel
hummus there with the beef in the
Oh,
middle.
all that.
Crazy. But
Crazy.
listen, let me just finish on
Yeah.
Del Frisco.
Del Frisco
You
is
used to
the
be able to
shit.
smoke at the table, right?
Smoke
Now,
weed?
No. Smoke
No.
cigars. Avid cigar smoker.
No.
So, like I said,
Stoner here.
This is prior to '08 when I'm getting it. So we go in there 2-3 times a week. So they gave us so much love. They were actually pulling Cubans out the back. You feel me? And blessing. So we smoking Cubans at the table with our steak. It was a great time in life. So then they changed and they made the little cigar room in the back. That's where the dude played the piano. And I'm sure probably that's where you're eating now.
That's
you
yeah.
know
There
what I'm
is
saying?
a dude still playing the piano, more so towards the door when you come in. But they'd always put us in the back.
Yeah.
Like, especially if I brought any of my people's kids with me. So there's nothing back there. I mean, it was just a big room. But maybe that is what they let people do because you could smoke a cigar back there and it wouldn't get to anybody.
But yeah, that was my
Del
favorite,
Fresco,
man.
yeah, man, that's right on the fucking money. What about you, little Rach? I know you're vegan.
What's my favorite restaurant?
Yeah, you
Ooh,
gonna
okay.
bust
So my favorite restaurant here right now is Chaga Root. It is so good. So they make their own mushrooms. They have their own mushroom farm, and they do this like chicken sandwich, and it's straight up. It's just like a mushroom, and it's thick and meaty, and it's so fucking good. The flavor.
Oh my
I swear,
God.
you go
I'm
in
gonna
there
stick to Del
and you
Fresco.
feel healthier when you leave. I swear to God, whenever you go to another restaurant after that, it's literally not the same. You can feel the oils. You feel like.
How do you feel about
sluggier.
that, Fox? This
About
whole
what?
vegan and vegetarian thing.
Listen,
Hey,
man.
hey.
Listen, it all makes sense at different times in your life.
Yep,
And I
guess
think
so.
whatever works for you is whatever works for you.
Yeah, but
At the
again,
end of the
there's
day.
always a deeper conversation. My generation was indoctrinated into the farming system,
Absolutely.
right? Breakfast is a made-up fucking meal. Lunch is a made-up meal. Those are industries, right? So I grew up, you telling me you got to eat your protein, you need your carbs. Then the younger people are like, yeah, no, we got to eat fucking trees. The old people are like, what the fuck is that? So I know it's healthier and all that, but who gives a fuck?
Remember when
You know what I'm saying? Who gives a
well,
fuck?
it's
it's
yeah,
the
at the end of the
age
day.
thing. You start to age, and you should become vegan or
I
vegetarian.
eat more meat.
Yeah, remember growing up?
There's
and they
the
said
carnivore
pause.
diet, and apparently
Pause.
the carnivore diet's really fucking good for some people. So
right.
hey, I don't knock anything. I say to each their own.
To
Whatever
each their
works
own.
for you
Yeah.
is what works for you at the end of the day. So
That's all good.
And listen, it's also ideology, right?
yeah.
People, my generation, associate success with good eating. Literally.
like a
Literally.
steak,
Nobody-
steak
right.
dinner.
Listen,
that's
I was
that's
gonna
good
say
eating.
that
Yeah.
earlier.
It's
Yep.
an association thing. So
I know people who've got jobs just to go eat with their paychecks.
fact. So
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. So you ain't trying to, be scrambling. You know what I mean? Getting bread and then eat a motherfucking salad and a goddamn mushroom chicken
Hey,
sandwich.
it's not all about salads,
No, no, no.
okay?
I said-
I go to steakhouses,
No, I'm-
Barry's or Hank's. Shout out to them. That's so good.
I'm being
Shout out to
facetious.
Barry's.
I'm
and
just
it's
teasing.
vegan. They
Being,
have vegan food there
that's what I was gonna say. So it's a legitimate steakhouse, but with a vegan.
with a
section?
vegan menu.
All right. I
think
and it's,
everywhere
it's so
has
fucking
vegan
good. Both,
items now.
both their menus, Barry's and Hank's, is so good.
Check
Ugh.
this out. My man got a restaurant in New York, and the tagline of the restaurant, he's a fly dude from the 60s. The tagline, their business card is on rolling papers. Everybody gets rolling papers, and it says, where carnivores and herbivores peacefully coexist.
I love
like,
that.
that is his slogan. I think that's fire.
Yes.
That is
And
fire.
Hey,
that,
That's how it should be.
that
That
just
is
reminded
fire.
me of something really
We're all
funny.
human at the end of the day.
So that
so
that time when I was out there for my homie's fight, I went and ate at Tao, the restaurant, and they had these little things that held the chopsticks that were dope
Oh,
as
yeah,
fuck.
I know
Oh, the little
exactly what you're
holders,
talking
yeah.
about.
Hey, so I stole them, of course. I stole them, and then I had them in my suitcase. And when I got back home, I was taking them out, and I looked at the bottom, and it said "stolen from Tao."
that's
And I'm just like, the
Right.
fact
That's
that they
funny.
fucking knew
They knew that we
people were
was
gonna
gonna
steal
steal.
them. When they put that
motherfuckers,
on there, that's-
motherfuckers like you.
Yeah, I was like,
That's
damn,
funny.
what a great
That's
marketing.
funny. Wow.
yeah, definitely.
What about in Detroit? What do you have a favorite Coney Island?
No, the thing is, I went to Detroit once. I was fucking with Domino's. I was gonna be a Domino's franchisee, so I flew into the D. Then they're in Ann Arbor, right? That's where their
Domino's
headquarters
is out of Detroit.
Hell yeah, and Little Caesars.
Yeah, I know Little
Yeah,
Caesars.
yeah.
Little Caesars.
So I was out there. So I went to a joint called Coney Island. You know, it was that comfort food. I couldn't tell you what location. This is a while back, but yeah. But Detroit, what I liked about Detroit was good people, man. It's like solid blue collar motherfuckers.
That is.
You know what I mean? You can
I call them
relate.
black collar.
You could relate to Detroit people right away, and Chicago ain't much different. You know what I mean? The real ones is there.
Well, that's what I said. I'm like, the one thing, especially you don't get out here in Vegas, and I'm like, in Detroit, you go and you take that little, you go to Bo Rick's or one of them things and you get your fucked up haircut.
Yeah.
They'll be the first to tell you that. And I'm like, I love that. I'm like, out here though, I purposely.
It's like rude to be up front out here.
I
I've been
purposely
rude
go
to
to
so many people out here. I'm
I go
like,
to
dude,
I go to
it's just how we are.
like nightclubs, and I'll be ordering. And you know that these girls out here take hours to get ready.
Oh
And
my
I'll just catch
gosh.
the little shit
Yeah.
like the nails, and I'll be like, "Hey, girl, you should get a fill."
Yeah.
Fuck her whole
Fuck
night
her
up,
whole
bro.
night
Her
up.
whole fucking night. She's
Listen,
done.
they deserve it. Girls be taking an hour in the bathroom and come out looking
Yeah,
mints.
well, when they
Hey, an hour
Wow.
is not bad, okay? But
It's
when you
not.
start
That's not
pushing
an
3
hour.
hours,
Yeah.
okay, 3
But
hours
you
is a
still
lot.
come out
but an
looking
hour,
mids. You
give me
not
an hour.
Beyonce.
Give me an
Yeah.
hour.
That hour is the
Depending on my
reason why
hair.
guys are always by themselves.
Well, hey, and when you try to talk to
That's
them,
right.
they
Why
look
don't
at
y'all
you
take
all
an hour to
crazy,
get ready?
like what? You didn't take fucking 3 hours for me
Right.
to not talk to you?
Right.
Exactly.
Like, what
I
the
know
fuck is
guys
wrong
that
with you?
take forever to get ready, so
facts.
they're
I
out
don't.
there too.
They're these
Yeah,
guys.
I did not know that. I never heard of that.
Me neither.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I met some pretty boys in my life, so.
All right. Well, where can people find you at, Fox?
All right, so Instagram, Fox Metacredit. Okay, you want
That
any information on financial literacy, your credit fix, Fox Metacredit. You want to laugh and know where to eat on a national level, primarily Chicago, Food with Foxito on Instagram. From there, you'll find me on all platforms, but that's the foundation, Instagram.
Boom.
Got it. What about you, Lil Rates?
You could find me. Just search Lil Rach. I'm on Instagram.
She's on Pornhub.
I'm on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, shit like that. Check me out.
What about you, Carlos? Oh yeah, he was
It's-
Spanky,
oh, yeah,
but now he's
yeah.
Carlos for some reason. But
Because I'm fucking grown. Spanky is a
He's
little
grown
young.
now.
hey, but you know
I did
that's
a lot of fucking up with
But you
Spanky.
know-
But people know you as Spanky.
But you know what?
Fuck
That's,
'em.
that's like Cat Williams calling himself like Keith Williams.
I'd be like,
Fuck
who the
'em.
fuck is Keith Williams?
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even know.
His name is
Spanky's
Mikael,
funny.
first of all. But
Sorry, my bad.
but
Sorry, Kat.
my name is Carlos Hayes now. That's my mama named me that. My daddy named me that. That's my name.
You're the
Carlos
first,
Hayes.
you're
You
the
have to
first black
respect it.
person named Carlos. Too.
Let him
I don't
Cuban though.
But he's
so it's
half
different.
Cuban, so yeah, he's wavy.
different.
He wavy. Let me
And by the way, my name is Carlos Pablo. So that's
Hey,
like, come on,
hey, you dig?
Jesus.
That's a fly name for a clothing brand. You might want to look into
I was
that.
thinking.
Carlos
You know
Pablo.
Thank you, man. I
what?
was
You know what I'm
thinking
saying?
that.
And then you can put your LLC to work.
All right,
out.
now
I swear I was thinking that.
Now you have
Carlos
to get to
Pablo.
this before we air this.
And you can find me. Hey, you can find me at Green Room Radio. I did get my page stolen. My new page is tru.e11even. But I'm too old to keep up with 2 pages, so just Green Room Radio. and
from there.
then how about you, Hugh? There he is.
We don't want you.
There it is. Hey, and before we leave, before we wrap this up, we had this little funny incident. Sometimes stuff here in our refrigerator gets a little old, and I had noticed. I went the other day to she went to get an apple juice. I'm like, you better check the date on that. And the date was 20. It expired in 21. and she's
The
like,
one in the bottle.
listen,
I drunk that last week.
Hey,
I
so
drunk that last week.
so we're into the show, and we look over, and he's drinking it, and we're just like, I'm dying, and he's like, what's wrong? And we're like,
Sorry.
just an inside joke, and I kept wanting to be like, hey, bro, you got to go to the bathroom yet?
Hey, I
And
wish
it's-
I would have
Yeah, how
passed
do you
out on you,
feel? How did you feel
motherfuckers.
after that? The apple juice.
I'm still weird after that.
That's
I don't know.
because that shit was
Still weird.
fermented. That's like jail liquor that they make in the toilet. Fermented. Let me ask him one question.
Yeah,
though.
go ahead.
Is there, because I knew you looked familiar, bro, when you walked in the door, but I didn't place it. So is there any chance that Nick is going to cut that check again? That you rejoin that in some capacity?
We're in negotiation right now.
That's what's up. I'm rooting
But
for you. That's why I
thank you,
asked.
thank you. But my thing is, if he can't pay me like he used to pay me, then I don't want to do it.
I got you. That's
No.
respectable.
Yeah, but you know
Hey,
what?
something is better than nothing.
Hey, but
Fuck that.
this is
That's people say that when they haven't been there.
No, that is
Yeah,
true.
but here,
Especially if you know
hey,
your
but
value.
here's the thing though.
You don't ever want to lower your value
when
for
you're
somebody else.
when you're part of
That's
a
facts.
when you're part of a squad like that, so Wildin' Out is a squad.
Right.
If he does that, as he should, I mean, you are on the case of episode 1. You're on the case.
Right.
If he does that for you, then everybody's gonna think that he's gonna do that for them, and then there's gonna be a problem with everybody.
Except for one thing, I have one thing in my corner that they don't have. That he got the whole fucking idea from me.
Yeah,
So he gotta
no,
come
you're
back
right
to
on
me.
that one. You're right on that one.
Hey, listen, Monique got it done.
He-
Dave
she
Chappelle
did.
got it done.
Both
8
dear
years for
friend,
Dave Chappelle,
dear
but-
friends
Well,
of
you
mine,
better
both of them.
you better
Well,
have
that's what's up.
you
So
better
that's
have
what
you
it-
better have Fox here sitting representing you.
You're
Hey,
right.
listen.
And listen, let me say
I'm a
this.
good negotiator. My man will tell you.
And listen, it's something about what you just said. I talked to Dave Chappelle, and he said the exact same thing. He said, "It's your time now." He was like, "You waited out long enough. You probably suffering like a motherfucker." He was like, "Don't worry about it, man. Just keep your head up, man. And you funny. Just do it."
Keep
and then
pushing.
Monique said the same thing. I'm getting back on. I'm about to put you on. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Just
Let's go.
I saw
keep
you the
going.
other day with Tiffany Haddish and was it
Yeah.
Michael Blackston?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
that was at the where was we at? The Virgin Hotel. Virgin Hotel. Yeah. So I'm on tour with Tiffany right now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. That's what's up.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm sneaking back in. You
That's
know,
it.
Carlos though. Everybody's like, "No, you're Spanky." No, fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm Carlos.
Listen, don't sleep on that clothing brand idea.
Yeah.
'Cause
I thought of that.
If you had a hoodie with that right now, I'd cop it. That's real.
Boom.
That's just a fly name.
Yeah,
That's
that is
fly.
pretty fly.
Right.
Telling you.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well,
Streetwear.
we're gonna catch you guys next week. Peace out.
Let's get it.